Hi friends, in this video we are going to see a quick start with Codeceptjs. Today agenda is quick intro, getting started, and write your first test case and execute the same on conclusion. Let's dive. The Codeceptjs, it is a modern era of end-to-end complete testing framework. It's basically built on nodejs. So JavaScript is needed. It's a basic knowledge is enough to start this framework. So it is very useful when you migrate from Java to JS and get rid of so many dependencies and challenges. Now I go to CodeSubJS site. I give a quick intro.
So some introduction about the Codeceptjs, and so these are the some very most advantage features which is mentioned in the front page. Scenario driven, we can write our own acceptance test starting immediately. We no need to implement some additional library or package. It's everything is inbuilt. So another very biggest advantage is driver selection. Either you can run your code in Puppeteer or WebDriver or Protractor or APM. So you no need to change your code. So that is very high level advantage. This Codeceptjs completely work on high level API. So below layer is something it can control on its own. So the code is same. You no need to change anything in the code. You just need to change the driver.
Now moving to the interactive debug. It is very helpful when we were facing the issues while debugging. It is very helpful and the great such helper tool.
Pass the script at any point, and you can do your own debugging, and you can do step-by-step execution also. That is very useful feature that is very handy when we were doing the fails debuggings. So locators, you can use semantics, CSS, XPath elements. You can use any locators. That's also main advantage. So if keep on, there will be so many advantages like as a page object model. So it's essentially very reusable. It's no need to be a mandatory page object model, but still you can use it. Even you can follow the page object models, page objects also. So another one, web and mobile testing. So there is APM and Detox. You can use it. Even you can use Sauce Lab if you have a licensed paid license. Sauce Lab browser stack. You can use that also. Cucumber, it's BDD framework. It's built in. You don't need to write any additional piece of code. It's already there. You just need to enable it. Reporting, so many features reports are available. So one main reporting is Alio report. Everyone aware. So it's a beautiful report to showcase to anyone to understand the outputs. Even any management higher level, anyone can understand the report. It's a very good option. The HTML reports, report portal, XML, JUnit, so many report options are available. Data management, one who want to create a fake data, stub data, we can they can utilize this. And then moving to the parallel testing. So consider my case, there are 200 test cases. It will finish in 15 to 20 minutes by doing the parallel chunks. So I can run 4 to 5 browser at the same time and run the 5 test cases at the same time. So it will reduce 1 by 5. It reduces mostly like 80% of my execution time. So earlier, if I execute by one browser, it takes more than 1.5 hours. If I use parallel run 4 browsers, it takes just 20 minutes to finish all the test cases. And then another one is just flakiness, which is something you can retry the failed steps or failed scenarios or by automatic. You just need to configure a flag. So it's just something you if you want, suppose if you do like a click the button, that particular time the button was not enabled, so by automatically it will just retry. You can configure the values like 1 or 2 times or 5 times like that. So it will automatically retry the particular steps or particular test cases scenarios. We can configure that. Multi-session testing, it's something you can work on multiple browsers at the same time. You can run 10 test cases at the same time in one three instance, one instance for Chrome, another instance for Firefox, and another instance for Internet Explorer. You can do that also. So these are the main advantages, very good things about the Codeceptjs. Now I quickly move to the how to start. So before that, I just make sure I just assume you have a VS Code already installed. You can use any type of editor, but VS Code is very familiar, very easy with open source from Microsoft. It is very good for JS scripting. So we have a VS Code here. So you need to have Node.js, have Node. I guess Node.js. You down if you haven't installed. So you can go to Node.js download and you can see, since I'm using Mac, I'm just click this. You'll download, click and install the package, keep on giving continue and go to next step. Once it is installed, open the terminal. You can see node-v and npm-v. You can see which versions are installed here.
Now I go to the folder where I want to create a new project. So I just go to that folder and create a new directory. So here I am creating my first JS maybe. So this is our complete workspace, my first JS. So currently this is just a new folder. It's a basic of Node.js. To start a project, you have to create a folder. So coming back to VS Code, for following subsequent steps, you can either do it in a terminal or you can do it in VS Code. So for me, it's easy, VS Code. So now I open the folder which I created now, my first JS file open. Select the folder, click open. Now you can see there is nothing inside my workspace. It's just empty. So we are going to start our first project. So I use terminal here. Do not use different terminal. VS Code itself have terminal. Terminal, new terminal. Now I got a terminal.
That's it. So the first step is, it's since it is Node.js, I always prefer npm init, since it's not even configured. So first step is you need to give npm init y. This is the first step for Node.js. So the package.json file is created. So this is where all the dependencies libraries will be saved here. This file is the basic for Node.js concept. So simply we no need to worry about this one. So now we have initiated the Node.js project. Next thing is we need to install the Codeceptjs. So this is a general command. So it will install Codeceptjs and as well as puppeteer. So both two dependencies will be installed. So it will start downloading. Take a couple of, not more than a minute.
Once it is downloaded, you can see the node modules folder. It's created here.
Already. So now the package version will have two dependencies added, Codeceptjs and Puppeteer. So which version it is? You can see 2.6.6 and 5.0.0. It will automatically manage. We no need to worry about which version of WebDriver is that. We no need to worry about anything. So it's now everything is set up. Now you have a Codeceptjs framework in your machine. So next step is you just need to initiate. For the very first time, you just need to configure the Codeceptjs in your machine. So for that, you just need to give npx Codeceptjs init. So init is initiation. So this is just it will make a couple of question and answers. You need to answer a couple of things. By automatically, it will set everything for you. Do you see now there is a package.json, package lock.json and no modules. So there's no other files are configured. So as once I enter this, you can see so it's a puppeteer. So you just ask where are your tests located. Just underscore test by default. If you want to give anything specific, you can type it. If you want to accept the default value, just press enter. So which helper you want to use, whether you are preferring to use WebDriver, Puppeteer, testcafe, like that. So I'm using Puppeteer already. So I already decided to use this one. So I will be choosing Puppeteer. So where the screenshot log needs to be stored. So by default it's output location. I don't change it, I just give enter. So English, I prefer English. I don't want to do any local languages. Prefer English. So it's a base URL site to be tested. By default it's just localhost. You can change any of the values later also. So I just give enter as of now, but I change it. Show browser, when executing you want to show the browser or you don't want to show it. Just run it as a headless mode. If you want to show, just press Y. If you don't want to show, just want to pick it, you can pick it no. So I prefer show the browser so that I can see what is happening in the front end. So browser viewport size, so it is something in Puppeteer. So by default it shows some size. If you want to make it like a SD or 2K, you can prefer any other resolution. By default it shows 1200 900. I'm okay with this. So everything is. So now the half part is done. So now you can see creating a new test case. So the configuration is everything done. So now the code framework itself is make a one default template for us to see. So currently I'm planning to test Google search. So you just make which feature you want to be tested. I just make some meaningful name. I just make Google search. It's a feature name or scenario, high level name if you want to test. The next is a test file name of a test. So it just ask, okay, how the file name would be. It's by default it takes the whatever feature name I enter. It's adds underscore test because how it is configured here underscore test. So I prefer the same file. Okay, that's fine for me. No worries. Even if you can change anytime you want. So that's it. Now you can see, if you see the left side, that's output folder created, nothing in it, but the file for complete logs, debugging logs, and screenshot will be saved here. So this is the main config file. This is the heart where all the configurations, everything will be there. So whatever that values you entered here, so everything is here. So you can change, you can play around with this with so many features. Now there is no test file. You can see where, okay, if I want to test Google search, just to make it the URL as Google https google.com.
Save it and go to Google test file. You can see in the left side.
Search features created on the template. So feature of Google search, it's a feature name. The scenario is test something. By default it added. So I just make some meaningful name like test case 1 Google search. Google search. Easy. So earlier it was mentioned as a local host. Now I changed to google.com, which I want to test it. So Puppeteer is true, window size is already there. So no need to change anything. So you can see details one by one later in later sessions. This is more of very basic and how to get started with the Codeceptjs. So moving to the test, this is a test file. I can say, so this is a feature. I have only one scenario. So my first step is, it's always I'm on page. So it means it will navigate to the particular page. So there is no any, this is google.com. There's no such any home page or dashboard. So if I mention slash, it just to go to the home page, and okay, it just launched the browser. So I just come here. So just what it will do is just just open the browser and go to this particular page and close the browser. That's what it's going to do. So to run the test, just a simple command npx Codeceptjs run. That's it. So there is no, just simple. It launches the browser, goes to home page. That's it. So you can see that's it. You don't need to worry about which browser, Chrome you are using, which driver version, so which it's not Java you are using, where to configure all these things. You don't need to worry about. Just a simple thing. You can start your tests within 5 minutes. It's what we need for agility. So quality at speed, I can say another simply. Fast automation, which is very useful for DevOps agile projects. So coming back to the script, so now it's very simple step. So I just open the browser and see it's very closing. So I just wait for a couple of seconds. So all these commands, when you press dot, you can see what are the commands it's available. I'm on page, up on field, touch file, click keys, click, see, don't see. So like most of the basic and even advanced operations all are available here. We don't need to write any new thing. So all these informations are available in Codeceptjs with the detailed information what each and every command will do. They also have certain examples, proper real-time scenario, so you can go through everything. I will show you how you can go through everything and see how to utilize it. So I just make wait to I don't want to close the browser immediately to what is happening. I just want to see what is happening. So for every steps we need to make sure. So how can I verify, okay, this is something happen? How can I make sure it's completely proper? So I can verify something. So if once I open the browser, I can verify whether this text box is appeared or not. So I go here and take text path. I have a group path already installed. You can see it's already in there. That's the name is there. Your name equal to key, it's already there. Either you can use name or you can use XPath. So XPath is more everybody aware, so I'm using this one. So I just say I dot wait. You can see like I dot see elements. That's it. So just to verify this particular steps, I am on page. You just open the browser, you just see it's verified, okay, this particular element is there. So run it, the same command npx Codeceptjs run. It verifies the element, open the browser, wait for a couple of seconds, then close the browser. So now you can see this particular test case is passed. So that's a 2 test step executed. If I want to see the step, if I want to see what is happening in the step, I can make it. If I want to print what are the steps happening, just give npx Codeceptjs run -- steps. So just prints what are the steps are happening. Just click enter, browser open. Okay, now we can see the difference between the previous one and current one. So earlier it was just printing the scenario name and feature name. So now this time it prints feature name, scenario, then it prints each steps. So whatever we are doing in the script scenario inside the scenario, it will be very helpful. Okay, where the scripts are currently now. So I'm on page, I see element, then I just want to search something. So I just say okay, I dot, if we want to fill that particular text box, there's a fill field. So this is the API we need to use. After opening the bracket, I can see what are the fields I need to use. So first field is which locator I have to give, and second is the value. So locators already we have, so same locator which we are validating. Value, what is the value we need to click enter. So I just say Google. Okay, that's it. I run it again. Open the browser, Google, fill the field. That's it. Wait for 2 seconds and close it. So next step is I want to click this particular search, Google search button. So I just find this, what is the expect for this one, and this is button. Okay, I can still use name or XPath. This time we just try with name. I dot, just a click, that's it. So just a parameter, but okay, that's it. Run it, open Google, enter, click the button, that's it. It's that much simple. This is how go fastest way to finish off the event testing, front and end-to-end testing. So this video will give you good information to start. You can provide your comments if you have any doubts. I try to get back to you as soon as possible. So in upcoming sessions, I will start doing little bit more advanced each and every options available in Codeceptjs, which are more advanced level. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks, friend.